Hey guys, Owlbro64 here, and today we're going to be talking about my political beliefs. So there's a lot of stuff going around nowadays, and I just want to be open and honest. First, my political belief on gender is that there is only one gender. Okay guys? Proven throughout history, we know that there's only one gender, and that is the dominant gender, which is male. There's no other genders. Now, if you look at history, right? People owned slaves, and when people owned slaves, the people that wanted the slaves were the Democrats. You see where I'm coming? So basically, originally when we made the Constitution or whatever, we created a law that said that slaves aren't people. When they did that entire thing, they were doing it as a distraction. So it doesn't actually, if you read the Constitution, okay, it's a little choice of their words. You have to take it with a grain of salt. They don't talk about slaves. They talk about the aliens that came down to Earth that were the gender of female. See, throughout history, there was no such thing as female. There was no such thing as women in anything. If you go back to any book from that time, if you look at any sort of historical moment in any time, the leaders were men. If there was women in this time, there would obviously be leaders. There are, just so happens, that there are men leaders. That proves that men are the only gender at the time. But what ended up happening was the UK got birthed, and they are the actual aliens. There's not a single UK person that's not human. They're all alien. They don't bleed red. Have you noticed that? I've noticed that when people from the UK bleed, sometimes they bleed green, and then sometimes they bleed like a weird purple. That's not human. If I were to cut my wrist right now and show you, I'd be bleeding red. That proves that I'm not an alien. That proves that I'm not an alien, that I'm human, and not, most importantly, that I'm an original male. Because sadly, as it comes to turn out, my mom was not real. Because, like I've been saying, female people do not exist. I would be a hybrid of an alien if that was the case, but I'm not. I'm full-blooded male. Put you in that milk. They put you in those crackers. They put you in that pizza, which then is sold as Nestle items. But then again, you got to remember, Nestle is not Nestle.
Israel is Nestle, and Nestle is Israel.